Kindly sit down. Thank you for your courtesy. House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez, Executive Secretary Salvador Midaldia, and other members of the Cabinet, Representative Pia Cayetanos, District 2, Taguig, Quezon City, Chief of Staff, General Ray Leonardo Guerrero, and the other major service commanders, Interior and Local Government Officer in Charge, General Catalino Coy, Taguig City Mayor Maria Larni Cayetano, Basis Conversion and Development President Vivencio Dizon, mga magigiting na mga sundalo, mga kasama sa gobyerno, mga kababayan. Kakahiya naman to. 2 pages again. Not enough to convey my sentiments. You know, this is not to beg the issue. But right on after I was elected, I promised the soldiers and the policemen of the country that I will increase their salaries twofold. And I had been the recipient of so many flaks, including government. But I stood my ground and told the cabinet that, you know, most of all, kailangan natin ng sundalo pati matatag na polis. I knew because maybe my so many years in government, almost running 40 years now, gave me the enough experience to make some reasonable projections in the future. And given the situation in the entire country, the resurgence of the new People's Army, the Communist Party of the Philippines, together with the growing threat of terrorism, compelled me to announce that by next year, and that would be just around the corner, ang mga sundalo, dublado na ang sweldo nila. Mabutit na lang ginawa ko yun. And I was thinking of it, not yet fighting, but I was already, when I became mayor, knowledgeable of the entire situation in the country. I knew, because we have some relatives in Marawi, na something was afoot. And even during the command conference, the first I ever had with the armed forces and the police, at the end of the consultation, I said we forgot to take one more thing, and that is the looming crisis of the ISIS in the horizon. And I was right on the dot. When the Emir was proclaimed Hapilon and he traveled to Mindanao, I knew that there's going to be a battle somewhere. Alam na namin. And so, in the hindsight, mambutit na lang nagawa ko yon. Ikisagawin ko ngayon at para na lang sabihin na ginawa mo yon kasi marami ang namatay sa mga sundalo mo. Alam ko talaga na it's going to be bloody. Considering the reports of the heavy firearms and the almost endless supply of ammunitions. True enough, took us about almost nearly 4 months to do it. Now, I would not want you to begrudge the military. Ganito kasi ang nangyari niyan. Early on, I cautioned them to just take it easy, to minimize the damage, and most of all, avoid destroying shrines and mosques, because those are really holy places for the Muslim faith. And I was thinking, at the back of my mind, I told the generals that, alam mo, before we really go into the actual destruction, because we have to destroy, we have to remember that there are 2,500,000 plus Filipinos outside of the country working in the Middle East. Ako naman sabi ko, just to soften the impact of the killing and destruction, it would do as well to just avoid muna destroying the mosques and the holy shrine so as not to inflame the passions of the other side. Alam mo, yung mga shrine, baski na paano, Kristiyanos ganun rin, when you start to desecrate these things, it increases the intensity of hate. Kaya sabi ko, kung maari lang, wag muna. And so, for a time, we were just hitting them at the periphery, avoiding bombing the mosque and every other shrine considered holy. So, the war dragged on. But at one time, it's on the last 3 months, he said that Mayor, hindi ito pwedeng ganito na lang. This has to end. And so that finally broke the camel's back of my resistance for destruction. And I said, go ahead and just make sure that may maiwan pang ano. But I had to give them the final decision because the war was dragging to its 4th month. Sabi nila, hindi pwede, pati tayo maubusan. And true enough, when everything was over, they had tunnels everywhere, including the mosques, and a lot of ordnance and yung mga baril of all kinds. May mga barret sila, we could hit you 2 kilometers away. Meron tayo, meron rin sila. They could match the firepower of the armed forces during the siege. So, yung mga sundalo natin, better trained, mas matapang, at well coordinated. And that is also one of the benefits of studying the art of war. That's what they're there for. But in the light of what really happened, sabi ko sa kanila, you have to revise your doctrines. Kasi noon, if it's an open field, like we are being used to those sa mga NPAs, kaya nila, better trained, better attuned, and everything. Dito, it's an urban warfare. Kaya nga yung SAF, special unit yan created by Ramos noon to deal with urban terrorism. Pero hindi pala terrorism lang, it's actually a war. And if you would want to visit the places of Aleppo, Raqqa, and everything, Tripoli, you'd see that they are still fighting, or almost it took them so many months, years to finish it. Because there's a new cover there, and the cover is bakal pati yung semento. And they were well positioned waiting for my soldiers to go in. That yung mga Marines na namatay initially sa Mapandi, I was at the airport because I was really almost on the verge of tears always. Naiiyak ako kasi ako yung nag-declare ng martial law. And I sent the soldiers to the mouths of hell. And some of them to die. Kaya if there's anybody na medyo mabigat ang sensitive ako. Kaya every time criticism sa Marawi, which I think is not good, nagre-react talaga ako passionately also. Kasi it's not easy to, it's kind of almost a guilt but a burden. sa at the end of the day, kasi may briefer ako. So in that briefer for the day, those who died, that they are there listed sa mga casualties. Dumating yung panahon na hindi ko na binabasa, tinatapon ko na lang. I mean, I got pissed off really reading so many. Hindi naman tayo na lahat na at nakakapatay, namamatayan tayo. It pains me deeply to think of their families. For one reason or another, that also compelled me to be there many times. And in one instance, I visited yung doon sa Rano, Campo. And I took off mga 8 o'clock in the evening na. Sabi ko, uwi tayo kasi tinuro nilang doon ako matulog, maraming mamang. Sabi ko, hindi ako makatulog dito, mamamatay ako. I have to take off, bahala na. Targetin na lang, kung targetin nila, basta lipad tayo. So I had to endure all of these things, danger and everything just to be with the soldiers. Mabuti kasi lang nakikita nila ako. At one time, I was almost tempted to say, nandyan pa ba? Tana! Tinanggal ko na yung binigay nilang armor. Sabi ko, mabigat yan. You know, if it's our time, it's our time. Gusto ko nang pumasok doon sa main battle area at makipagbarila na lang para matapos. Winner take all tayo dito sa barila na to. Those are the things, the nuances that you have to bear when you are the commander-in-chief. Ang ano ko lang is, whenever I'm there, they're always happy to see me. And to also proclaim my doctrine. Kasi sabi naman nila na we are here to die for Allah, which is not really a correct way of saying you love Allah. That is, you know, I have a little blood in me, Maranao, Lola, mother side. Hindi ganun ang Islam. Maniwala kayo. I mean, I spent some years with on my Muslim side. Hindi ganun ka bastos ang reliyon na Islam. They're just corrupting it. I really do not know why those idiots are doing it. Killing people and destroying for nothing in the name of God. That is really taking the name of God in vain. Yun ang ano ko sa kanila. Kaya hindi ako galit sa Maranao, pero galit ako sa mga politicians doon for allowing these things to thrive under the very noses. And they cannot claim ignorance about it. Kasi hindi maniwala na politiko rin ako, mayor rin ako. Cannot be na hindi nila alam. And that is why Total Marawi is really a military camp. Marawi itself is a reservation of the military noon pa. As a matter of fact, Kilometer 1 starts at Marawi. Yung 0. Yung milestones natin dito, no? Yung nandyan sa Marawi, it starts with 0. The 0 kilometer nandyan. It was a military camp many, many years ago. Kaya this time, before anything else, before even the rebuilding is completed, I will build a military camp just in front of them. And para masiguro ko that all of these things will never happen again. Lalagyan ko ng, according to the military minds, baka a regiment would do. Just right in front of them. Hindi na ako nakano because they are susceptible now, especially the young ones, to the urgings and yung recruitment ng ISIS. ISIS is here to stay. For what long, I really do not know. Ang problema natin sa Pilipino ganito, there is terrorism, medyo matindi na yan. I'm trying my very best to come up with an agreement with the MI and MN because they are the mainstream rebel fronts that would want or would settle for a government that is acceptable to them. There is no way that we can find peace forever if we do not give them back at least a part of their heritage. Sila yung nauna doon eh. So you have to give back to the Muslims the heritage, the culture, and land and all. Pag hindi yan naibigay, sabihin ko na sa inyo, gugulo ang Mindanao. Because then, if they openly fight now for the failure of government to come up to its promises, which was not started by me, but I am continuing it because I am with government now. Pag hindi nyo binigayan o natin, gugulo yan because they will be open really to cabal with the other terroristic activities or the terrorism. Sasakay na yan eh. At kung sasakayan, malawak na ang gulo. We have an open rebellion there. Talagang, so I've been warning you ever since, even when I was a mayor, na something has got to give there. But, nung uusap kami, kagabi, sabi nga ni mga senador, maybe we can work out a plan like Hong Kong vis-a-vis with the mainland. Parang local autonomy na lang talaga. Bibigay na lang natin sa kanila the local autonomy and let it thrive on its own. We have to, if you want a demarcation line, fine. If you want the boundary stakes, okay lang sa akin. But we have to find a way to get out of this problem now. Ngayon, kung nandyan yung terrorism at sasakyan ng NPA, wala na. As of yesterday, I have decided to cut talks with the NPAs. Alam mo, nung mayor ako, talagang totoo yan. Maski ang anak ko, nakikipag-usap, kaya si Inday, she was mayor, I was the vice mayor. She wanted to talk to the communists. So we went to the mountains. Tatlo lang kami ni Bongo. And the pilot was yung taga-Kasap, an Air Force guy. He was the one, R44 lang. So nakasya lang kami. Sabi ng mga komunista, kung silang kausapin yung anak ko, sabi ko, fine. Sige, usap kayo. So nagpaiwan kami dito sa baba. Si Inday, pati sila nasalita. Okay lang yun. Kasi kami, local lang. At prangkahan lang talaga, boto yan. On the local level, boto yan. So if you have the support of the guys there, in all probability, you'll have the edge. Pero nung presidente na ako, at marami na silang hinihingi na hindi ko naman kayang ibigay because it is not mine to give. And since very unreasonable, at sabi ko yung stand down, hindi naman nasusunod. Inambos nila yung pulis in Mindanao, tapos pati yung bata na 4 months old tinamaan. Napundi talaga ako sa, sabi ko na, sinabi ko kay Doresa pati kay Belio, you tell the guys there sa Netherlands, I am no longer available for any official talk. Gera na lang tayo. So I have to build a strong army. That is why when our planned importation of guns hit a snag in the Senate of the United States, naipit ako doon, nabigla ako. I never expected that they would do it because we were short of arms. Napoproject na namin yung ano ang mangyari. I badly needed the gun. Bigla na lang akong nag-shift ng, yun, lumating yung, sabi ko, I will chart my own foreign policy. Kasi pag hindi ka magsuplado, parang mahiya ka pa magpunta dahil you have to clear it with America, sabi ko. That's a lot of bullshit. Punta ako doon sa China, kiusap ako. So I wanna make friends with you but I need something. O sabi niya, I will give it for you for free. Then I went to Russia. Yun lang ang ano ko. Wala pa akong trade noon. And there, it just about 6 hours, then we had to take off again because I proclaimed martial law in Moscow. Itong yan. No, nakita mo na. Ang ating mga baril, these guys, ang mga sundalo natin, police, they've been fighting for several years. Yung mga baril nila, ano na yan, gastado na. It's either the barrel is no longer tight kasi sa kadadaan ng bala, very loose, or the bolts are really nagmamalfunction na. I need new guns. But ito ang sinabi ko sa police pati sa armed forces. At no other time, maybe except Marcos, that you will have what you want. From now on, sabi ko kay Lorenzana, we will not buy second-hand na hardware. I am not blaming anybody, but the last 3 helicopters that we bought dyan sa military arrangement natin sa Amerika, bayad yan. Hindi yan gratis. Yung 2 bumagsak na. The last one yung sa Lipa, patay lahat. Pagka ganoon yung maraming, just like the Philippines, maraming nagkakaukaw ng kamay. It's a deal. If it's a democracy, it's always business for everybody. And just you refurbish it with the new what paint, and you give it to us, and it crashes. Kaya ako naman, I found a very receptive audience with Vladimir. We will give you what you want. But ayaw ko namang sabi ko, balihin ko na lang. So I'm sending somebody now because I am in a hurry. I'm running out of time. I expect something to blow up anywhere, anytime. Gaganti yan, sigurado ako. At itong komunista, once the word reaches them that I'm no longer a friend to reckon with, but an enemy, because I consider, I will remove the Communist Party as an entity from which we pinapadaan natin yung peace entities natin. I will follow America. Tal sinasabi nila amboy daw ako. Kailan pa ako naging amboy? Duterte, you is fascist. O di, sige. Granted. I will admit it. Fascista ako. So I will categorize you already as a terrorist. So lahat ng demanda ko sa kanila, because under the revised penal code, maiksi ang rebellion is just 12 years to 1 day to what? Because it is supposed to be a noble crime. That once you are into rebellion, there is no motive of profit or gain or malice, except that you want a better deal for your country and people. That is a recognized theory of the crime. Yung mga French Revolution, yung mga ganon, they're always impelled to have something better for the people. That is why it's almost bailable. Kaya naman, in consideration of the talks that we're having, I released almost all. Pero matatanda na rin. Yung nag-70 above, sabi ko, sige, i-release mo na. Bigyan mo ng armas, pabalikin mo sa bukid. Bitig na natin. Sige, malis kayo. Now, I am taking back my word. I will have to re-arrest them. Now, let me issue a warning. I know itong left magwawala ito. it is known to everybody. Almost judicial notice yan. Na yung mga legal fronts nila are in cahoots, in conspiracy with the armed NPAs. Sila nga yung tiga-kolekta dito ng mga taxation eh. Ang collection nila sa taxation, hindi yan doon sa bukid maghingi ng pera for... Dito yan sa mga bangko. Hulog lang nila sa mga account ng NPAs yan. Yan ang extortion nila. Big companies, all mining companies are paying taxes to the NPA. Without exception yan. At hindi magta-thrive yung mining nila kung hindi nagbibigay ng pera yan. So, we have to decide once and for all. If I go against the NPAs, the communists, well, everybody has to reconfigure your relationship with the NPAs. Because if you continue to support financially, I will close you down. In the interest of the security of the state, all those funding the NPAs dito, and we will trace on everything. Kung may kita lang, magbili ng 5 million, so they can buy, and even in Marawi, nagkalat doon yung locally manufactured mga cartoons. Lagyan ng bala. And how they were able to, sabi pa dyan, isang delivery using an air, it was really full of ammunition. And this has to stop. Nasabi nilang revolutionary government ko dito, huwag ninyong intindihan, malayo yan. May I build a nation. If the armed forces cooperates with me, if this is something that is good, fine, we can work together. Ayaw nila, you tell me, I will give it to somebody else. Sabi ko nga kagabi sa mga senador, if on the 3rd month hindi ko kaya, I'll step down. Matanda na, ibig sabihin, hindi ko na talaga kaya. Walang excuses. Hindi ko kaya, period. Wala na tayong bulahan dyan kung ano-ano. But I have to do something, especially itong bubuhayin mo yung itong mga komunista. So from now on, I will decide in my own time when I will make it official that they are officially connected with the conspiracy, and I'll have to arrest them. Hindi ako mag-martial law. Hindi ako mag-revolutionary government. I will just go out and arrest them. If there is no law, kasi wala namang yung anti-subversion law, then I will detain them for the number of hours. And arrest them again the following day for the number of hours. Until we get what we have. Hindi naman pinagbawal sa batas yan na once a week lang. You know, it takes two to tango. But sabihin ko sa inyo, little as I am, humble as I am, maliit lang ako, taga Davao lang kami. Probinsyano nga eh. Talagang probinsyano ako eh. Pati bunganga ako. Pero pag sa bayan na, do not ever, mainit ako basta bayan na ang pinag-usapan. Kaya ang suro ko, ako dyan, magtitingin ako dyan sa sundalo, naiinggit ako sa kanila. Envy. The green-eyed monster of envy. You know why? Not everybody is given a chance, sabi nga ni Justice Abad Santos sa anak niya, when he was about to be executed by the Japanese Imperial Army. Son, do not cry. Not every Filipino is given a chance to die for his country. Ako, hinihintay ko, wala eh. Ngayon, kung gusto nila, they can always shoot me, stab me, and I'd feel good. Kaysa mag-retire ako tapos mamatay ako, imbes na, ilan ba ibigay ninyo? 21 gun salute ba yan, Jag? Pag sa, Pagka civilian ka nang, yung M16 lang, ready, brag, hina. Eh, kung mamatay ka na, panahon na ito, i-assassinate ako, di 21 gun salute, then I can say, I have joined the ranks of a hero. Ha? Maganda pakinggan. Kung patayin ako, patayin niyo ako. Please make me a hero. Yan ang ambisyon ko sa buhay ko. Ang inang yan. So there will be trouble in the coming days. I will make the Philippines one of the best dito sa best equipped only for rebellion. I do not need the intercontinental ballistic missile. I'm just fighting a rebellion. All I need are attack helicopters, the heavy firepower for breaching positions, and new guns. And of course, they have my love and full backing. Sigurado yan. Kaya ako nandyan sa Marawi palagi. Talagang every take off, sabi ko, mahulog sana ito para may hero ako. Vince, pakidagdag lang yung balang araw yung picture ko dyan, ha? Okay, thank you. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat.